Hi, this is Ken Go of the Oregonian, and here are my 3 takeaways from the weekend in college football. First, how about those Portland State Vikings? At the beginning of the season, my biggest question was whether the Vikings could keep the football program afloat. Portland State had an interim coach, Bruce Barnum. The Vikings had to play 2 non-conference games against FBS opponents just to balance the budget. But look at them now. The Vikings are 8-2 after yesterday's 24-23 victory over Southern Utah. It looks like they've sewn up a spot in the FCS playoffs. And if Portland State can win this next week on Saturday at Eastern Washington, there's a good chance the Vikings will get a bye in the first round of the 24-team FCS playoffs. What a season it's been on the Park Blocks. Number 2, Oregon, it looks like, has put the pieces together. That was an epic win for the Ducks at Stanford, 30-28. The defense gave up some yards, but came up also with some big plays, especially at the end of the game with Stanford attempting a 2-point conversion that could have tied the game. It makes you wonder what the Vikings could have been if Vernon Adams had stayed healthy. He's clearly a difference maker at quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see how this Oregon team finishes the season, what kind of bowl game the Ducks get to, and how this sets up Oregon for next season. And number 3, Oregon State, it's just not going to be a good finish to the 2015 season. Coach Gary Anderson clearly has decided that he's going to establish his program his way, and if he has to take his lumps in the first season, he's going to do that. Certainly, Oregon State did take some lumps against Cal. The Bears have not been playing well. They lost 4 straight coming into that game, and they just put the hammer down on Oregon State. This week, Oregon State has Washington. Washington's another team in desperate need of a win, and probably very glad to see Oregon State popping up on the schedule. So this is Ken Go, the Oregonian, and those are my 3 takeaways from the weekend in college football.